this is the glove that my father used, and as far as my childhood, I never knew of my dad having any other glove. I just tried to look up when this was manufactured, and I couldn't find it. It's a Wilson glove, Conley model. It was actually produced, and as you can see, this was an outfielder's glove. Now today the gloves are a little larger, but this was the glove that he has. I still have this in my bookcase, and it's one of the things that I've kept from my father. It's kind of, having played baseball myself, I went to Fresno High in 1958, 1957 when I graduated. My glove was probably another inch or so larger than this, but it would be hard for me to imagine playing the outfield with this glove. When I was growing up, I would play catch with him. Well, he didn't use a glove. My dad was a farmer, and he had calluses on his hands, and I would throw to him, he would catch it barehanded and throw back to me, but I had a glove on. So it was an experience being taught by my father. He would hit me fly balls in the driveway, and I, of course, emulated my father as far as being an outfielder. Enjoyed baseball, but was not my passion as far as a lifestyle. But I don't know what I can tell you about this glove other than I can't imagine using a glove like this under any conditions. But that was my father's glove. Well, this is an exact replica of the bat that my dad used when he was playing ball. Its autograph has his autograph on it. It's 36 inches long and weighs 38 ounces. Now, my dad, as a hitter, choked up. He was batted left-handed, so he usually had about 3 to 4 inches of bat below it. So he was swinging the top half, but this is just a piece of lumber. This is heavy, heavy, heavy. But I ordered these bats, I guess I got them from my cousins, about 5 years ago, Frank?
Yeah. I'll tell him who can order the bats.
Well, the only person that can order an autographed bat of a relative must be a relative, and that means a first-line relative, either a son or daughter or wife. But other than that, you just can't call. Beg pardon?
Just hold it right.
Oh, you just can't call Hillridge and Brad. Well, now Wilson, and because Wilson now owns it, but you just can't call them and say you want to get an autographed bat. Now, I had ordered 3 of these with signature. That's what I paid for. Well, when I first got the order, I actually got 3 of them, but they were the stamp bats. They were just with name stamp bats. And so I called them and says, wait a minute, I had ordered signature bats. They looked at the order and said, yes, you're right, Dennis. So with that, I said, well, I'll return these. And he says, oh, no. He says, they're yours, keep them. Well, over the years, I've got one left that I have. I have a very good friend who was a Little League ball player, and he saw the bat one day and he asked me, and I gave it to him, one of the stamp bats. I don't know what happened to the second bat that I had, but this is my dad's autograph, handwritten autograph. It's same as all of his signatures. And one of the things that they did in those days is when you gave an autograph, you gave an autograph that's a readable autograph, not like the autographs that kids get today, whether they're football players or basketball players. It's some scribbling, and normally it has a number on it, which was their jersey number. But in those days, you gave your autograph. And my dad played, baseball card that he had. He was with the Milwaukee Brewers for about 5 years, and then in 1925 he went to Cleveland. Cleveland bought him because in those days you really didn't have a choice. You went where the ownership was. And from Cleveland, he was sold in 1926 to the Philadelphia Athletics. And then he played for the Athletics for a year, and then in 1927 through 1930, he played for the Chicago White Sox. And he was quite a ball player. He got injured. He broke all of the ribs on his left side. And what happened is the right fielder was hard of hearing, and they had a high pop-up, and they both went for it. My dad didn't hear him, or he didn't hear my dad, and ran into him and broke his ribs on his left side. Well, my dad, although he threw right-handed, he batted left-handed.
Yeah.
So he didn't have the strength. In those days, you didn't rehab like they do today. They don't have an injury list. If you couldn't play, you didn't play. You didn't get paid. So my dad tried to go back, and his problem was that on a fly ball, a deep fly ball, he had trouble making a long throw. So they got wind of it. The other ball players got wind of it, and so they'd take an extra base because the cutoff man had to go out, and it actually required, in some cases, 2 throws to get the ball back to the infield. So at that time,
There's where he went to Milwaukee.
yeah, and at that time, then he was sold to Dallas, which was I think an A ball team,
Texas
A ball team in the Texas League. He was there in 1934, and in 1935 he was with Portland, and he started to rehab and actually got his strength back. His batting average was coming back, and at that time he got a call from his mother saying, "Al, it's time you get out of baseball. Your dad died." And my grandpa was a farmer, so my dad left baseball, came back to Fresno, actually out towards Easton and Oleander in that area on Orange Avenue, and he took care of the home ranch for his mom. So that's kind of the story of my father.